Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about something that's prevalent in battery repair called the jump start method, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't do it on a battery like this, which will be a prime candidate normally. This battery is showing on the voltmeter 10 volts, roughly speaking. Yep. And if we take the top off, ready to take out the screws for speed, we can see what it's showing across the cells. 1.8, 1.8, 1.8, 1.8 I think as well, and 1.8. So we're getting equal voltage across the cells, but it's a terminally low amount of voltage across the battery, so they're equal to each other. However, it's far too low. So normally I would say jump start this battery. The reason I'm saying not to do it is it can heat up the cells and cause cell failure. There's a much better way to do it, and I'm going to show you now. Instead of doing the jump start, I recommend using this item. It's a programmable DC power supply. And this power supply is able to bring up the voltage of this battery without overloading the cells, without heating them up, that they'll end up failing. So you can see here the plus and minus, plus minus. So we can clip the plus on here. Put it up that way, maybe if it helps you see better, and put the minus on here. And I've already set the board to 17.2 and set the amps. Well, the amps could be lower, you know. I'll set them to 2, I'll not just go completely mad. You can go down as far as 1 amp if you want, you know. 1 amp will be even more cautious, but I'm going to put 2 amps through it, and I'm just going to bring the voltage up. I'm going to measure the voltage of that battery coming up with this voltmeter just to show you. And I'm going to press the button now and watch the voltmeter that's connected up to the battery. See, it's going up right away. And as soon as that battery reaches 17 volts, we're going to take it off the charge and try it in the charger. It takes longer than the jump start method, but it's, like I say, it's much safer. You see it's coming up to 13.4. This is not going to take very long at all. So I'm going to pause the video and then we'll start up again when I get to 17 volts. Right here we are now, we've got up to 17 volts, and we can we'll remove the voltmeter first. We don't need that. Take that away. We'll just remove the power supply now. I'll just stop her and remove this. Put her off. Put the lid on that and try it on the charger. There we're charging. We'll leave that on a little while to see what happens, but I'm pretty confident we'll have a fantastic job. If you have a battery that's not charging, and I've identified low voltage as the issue, below anything below 15, and if you check the banks of cells and they're all even, that means bringing it up with a power supply is a possibility, even they're very low. Most people recommend jump start, but however, I recommend jump starting the battery. However, that's good in a pinch if you're out on site or in the field somewhere just doing what you have to do. You need to get a battery going, you haven't time. But if you have access to a workshop and a power supply, this is what you should be doing. As you can see, this is up to 2 bars already, so we'll have to leave it on a bit longer and see what happens. Here we are, we've got the 4 bars now. That's what we're waiting on, and we'll try her on a 2 to see if she goes. Perfect. So if you're doing the jump start, okay. But if you have an option of using a DC power supply like this, I'm going to put a link in the description and probably in the pinned comments. This is the way to go. This is the way to bring back your batteries safely and will prolong the life of them. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos.